Welcome to Utrecht, the Dutch city that most tourists skip, and honestly, that's their loss. Everyone runs to Amsterdam, but Utrecht? It's like Amsterdam's cooler younger sibling. It's just as beautiful, way less crowded, and it's got canals with a twist. Today, I'll take you on a tour of Utrecht's towers, terraces, pancakes, and hidden gems. By the end, you're going to wonder why you didn't book your trip yesterday. Let's start with Utrecht's canals. Sure, Amsterdam has canals too. But Utrecht? Utrecht said, nah, let's make ours 2 levels. Why settle for one when you can have 2? Up top, you've got the usual streets and bridges. But below, right at water level, are these wharf cellars, old medieval storage spaces turned into cafes and restaurants. So you can literally sip a beer with your toes almost in the canal. It's like waterfront dining, but more Dutch. Now, you can't come to Utrecht and ignore the Dom Tower. At 112 meters, it's the tallest church tower in the Netherlands. Built in the 14th century, it's basically Utrecht's way of saying, yeah, we've been flexing for centuries. Here's the deal. Climb all 465 steps and you'll be rewarded with a view that goes on forever. On a clear day, you can actually see Amsterdam, so you can wave at the tourists stuck in lines at the Anne Frank house while you're living your best Utrecht life. Fun fact, the Dom Tower used to be attached to the cathedral. But in 1674, a storm rolled in and said, nope, completely destroying the middle section. Ever since, the tower has been standing solo, independent, a free agent, a little dramatic, but we love that for Utrecht. Utrecht is home to the biggest university in the country, which means lots of students, lots of bikes, and lots of cheap beer. The city has this young, lively energy, but it's mixed with gorgeous medieval streets. Wander around the university area and you'll stumble upon tiny bookstores, quirky cafes, and secret courtyards that look like you've accidentally walked into Narnia. It's the kind of city where you can just wander with no plan and still feel like you're discovering hidden treasures every 5 minutes. Okay, let's talk food, because no trip is complete without stuffing your face. Start your morning with Dutch pancakes by the canal. They're like crepes but thicker, fluffier, and basically happiness on a plate. If you're here on a Saturday, head to the market at Vredenburg Square and grab a fresh stroopwafel. It's warm, it's gooey, it's caramel heaven sandwiched between thin waffles. Honestly, this is the kind of snack that makes you question every other cookie you've ever eaten. And then, beer. Utrecht has an awesome craft beer scene. Check out Oproer Brewery, or my personal favorite, Café Olivier. And get this, it's inside an old church. Imagine sipping a cold IPA surrounded by stained glass windows. It's like, forgive me Father, for I am about to order another round. If beer's not your thing, don't worry. Utrecht takes its coffee seriously too. You'll find cute little cafes on almost every corner. Perfect pit stops for when your legs hate you after climbing the Dom Tower. Culture lovers, Utrecht's got you. The Centraal Museum has a mix of Dutch art, fashion, and history. But if you want something fun and a little quirky, go to Museum Speelklok. It's basically a party of self-playing musical instruments. You walk in and suddenly a barrel organ just starts jamming. And here's something adorable. Utrecht is the birthplace of Miffy. Yep, that little bunny from kids' books? She's called Nijntje in Dutch, created by artist Dick Bruna, who lived right here. There's even a whole Miffy Museum, perfect if you're traveling with kids, or if you're just an adult who secretly still loves cute cartoon rabbits. If the city buzz gets too much, Utrecht makes it super easy to escape into nature. Rent a bike, which you should probably do anyway. It's basically a Dutch rite of passage, and head out to the countryside. Within 30 minutes, you can be at Castle de Haar. It's the biggest castle in the Netherlands, and it looks like something straight out of a fairy tale. Towers, moats, gardens, the whole deal. Or bike along the river Vecht for windmills, cute little villages, and the kind of scenery that makes you want to quit your job and move to a farmhouse immediately. So, that's Utrecht, a city with history, canals that double as outdoor living rooms, student energy, and enough food and culture to keep you busy for days. Small enough to explore in a weekend, but full of surprises if you linger longer. Best part? It's just 30 minutes by train from Amsterdam. So if you're visiting the Netherlands, don't just stop at the capital. Hop on that train, and let Utrecht blow your mind. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button if Utrecht is officially on your travel bucket list, subscribe for more adventures, and let me know in the comments. Stroopwafel or pancake? Which one are you going for first? See you in the next one. Tot ziens.